What is up, guys? Private Eye Russ here, and welcome to another episode of the Private Eye Russ podcast. I'm your host, Private Eye Russ, full service owner, operator, full service private investigation, security consulting firm, corporate theft investigations, litigation support investigations, criminal defense investigations, one-on-one personal coaching. If you need a premarital background check, for any of those services, reach out to me at russ@privateeruss.com. All the links will be in the description below. Please like, subscribe, share. It doesn't cost you anything. It's very valuable to the channel to help, to help grow the community as well too. Also, look me up on X at Private Eye Russ. Give me a follow as well too. And so let's get into this. So we spoke in another video about the dangers of engaging sugar babies, right? So obviously, sugar baby sites, they're touted as, let's say they're touted as dating sites, but pay for dating. So you're paying a woman as a traditional escort, which had nothing to do with sex work. It had nothing to do with fun bedroom activity work. It was just someone to be on your arm candy, a beautiful woman to hang out with you, go to dinner with you, that sort of thing, right? Be seen at events. But we all know that, we're all grown people. We're all adults here. We know that that's not what that site is actually being used for. Now, they talk about, lack of criminal activity. It's not allowed. They can put whatever they want. But at the end of the day, no one's hiring women and paying them a monthly or weekly salary just to hang out with them and have lunch and play footsie with them. They're engaging in fun bedroom activity. Okay, so now that we've established that, the danger with this site, we're going to talk about that in a minute, but I'm going to play a quick video for you guys. It's only about 30 seconds, then we're going to discuss. And we're going to discuss the importance of how to avoid falling into this trap, because man, oh man, if you run into this, you are going to be in for a world of hurt. The legal system is going to come down on you like a ton of bricks unless you happen to be really, really well connected. All right, so let's get into this, and fair use, of course.
New at 5 now, a Virginia attorney is charged with sex trafficking minors and producing child pornography. Prosecutors say 46-year-old Matthew Arisquin of Arlington paid underage girls several $100s each to have sex with them. Court documents indicate he met the teenagers on a sugar daddy website and a dating app. Prosecutors say in some instances he recorded some of those encounters and also gave the teens marijuana and expensive gifts like Tiffany purses.
Okay, so 46-year-old man being accused of sex trafficking of minors as well. I mean, like he's in trouble, right? So first and foremost, you got to be really, really careful. Engaging women for activity on a sugar site, whether it's Seeking Arrangements or one of the other sugar baby sites, that's not illegal. I'm not here to be the morality police. I know some people think, oh, it's wrong. Okay, whatever. But again, those sites are not illegal for some reason, even though we all know that the people engaging there do actually engage in pay for play, right? Let's call it that, pay for play work. So what this guy did was he met two, I won't say women because they're not women yet. Two young girls, 17 years old, one on a dating app and the other one on one of the sugar sites. Okay, so here's the problem with that, where he may actually wind up having a case to get out of it, but it's still kind of insidious and it still definitely will ruin your reputation. And then we'll talk about how a prominent politician kind of fell prey to this as well too. Okay, so the sex trafficking part is hiring somebody for sex, right? So the woman can sell it and not get in trouble, but the man can buy it and he can get in trouble. So maybe somebody can put in the description below why that's fair somehow or another, but because I don't understand it. But this is the legal system, and so we have to, instead of wringing our hands about what isn't, we have to live with the reality of what is and plan accordingly, and learn how to sidestep or avoid these pitfalls. Excuse me. So he hired a young girl, an underage girl that was on a sugar site. These sugar sites are supposed to screen young people, or people, both men and women, to make sure they are of age to engage in these services. Because at the end of the day, the people who own these companies, they know what goes down, right? But what happens between two consenting adults, Nobody's business. However, here's the issue, and this is where the prominent politician thing. Young girls are able to get and acquire fake identification. So not really fake identification, but fake documentation on that identification. So let's go ahead and come backwards a little bit. 2020, 2019. Congressman Matt Gaetz, another guy named Greenblatt, I think. They all got caught up in a thing where, not a thing, but a situation where they were hiring sugar babies. And it turns out these sugar babies were underage. So just like what happened probably to this guy right here, I haven't looked that case up, but probably what happened to this guy right here, same thing that happened here. So the Seminole County here in Florida, in case you don't know, here in Florida, the tax collector's office is the office that is charged with producing identification, driver's license, identification, CDL licenses, all the rest of those things, right? So the physical hard license, that's what they produce. And each county has one, right? So the Seminole County tax collector, he was arrested, but it was found that he was having fun bedroom activity with young girls, underage girls, and in exchange, he would give them false documentation. Now, it's false but real at the same time. So it's a real ID, but it does not represent their actual age. Excuse the noise. My dog is having an ear issue. I did give him some medication, but he keeps flapping doing that thing, But so sorry about that. So with the Congressman Matt Gaetz thing, this young girl was able to acquire documentation and get on this sugar baby site, and men were hiring her for fun bedroom activity. Let's call it what it is, right? So I personally have experience working on a case where some parents, concerned parents of an underage girl, were worried about what their daughter was doing, so they hired me to put some guys and start some surveillance. I didn't run a surveillance myself. I don't often run the surveillance myself, only by special request, but I quarterbacked everything, and we, without going into too much detail about the case, but we saw her enter a man's house, then leave that man's house. And so we knew she was an underage girl, so I looked for a strategic moment, and I approached the guy, and I was like, look, and, found out that his wife and his kids were out of town, and so he was vulnerable. And so I used that as leverage and said, look, I just want to know what's going on. I'm a private investigator. I'm not here to blow up your family. I just want to find out what's going on so I can let the parents of this young lady know what's going on. And what he told me was, well, I met her on a sugar baby site, so I don't understand. And so I explained to him, I was like, she's 17, right? He said, no, she can't be. She's on a sugar baby site. I was like, no, she's 17. And so guys are inadvertently hiring what they think are legal adult women who can consent to fun bedroom activity, and instead what they're getting is underage girls that are there to make some money, and these guys don't necessarily know what's going on. And so this is what I'm trying to warn you guys about if you engage or plan to engage a sugar baby for fun bedroom activity. And so this guy right here probably got caught up in the same thing, but at the end of the day, the prosecutors are just going to throw you right under the bus. They don't care one way or the other, but he might, he could find a way out of it. Now, Congressman Matt Gaetz got out of it probably the same way this guy can get out of it. They never, the ethics committee and the DOJ, I guess whatever it is, they never prosecuted him. They looked at the evidence and said, look, we don't think we can get enough on him to actually prosecute him. Now, the young lady, she's a woman now. Now she's an adult now. She actually went into the corn industry, if you understand what I'm saying, the adult film industry. That's what she went into. So they didn't think she could be a credible witness, right? So when you're talking about elements of a crime, besides the actual he did this, that, the two basic elements of any crime, all right, you got two things. You got mens rea, MENSREA, or actus rea, ACT, I think US REA. So mens rea means you had the proper mindset and you meant to commit this particular crime. All right. So I'm thinking about, okay, I'm trying to do this. I want to do this. So there we go. Actus rea is doing the actual act itself. And so even though the act occurred, he didn't get prosecuted. Number one, he's a congressman. Number one, he's very well connected, but also he's an attorney. And at the end of the day, did he mean to engage a 17-year-old girl in fun bedroom activity? I don't think so. If you're going through a sugar baby site, the age is supposed to be 18 and up, and so maybe this other guy might be able to, this Virginia attorney. Well, he's an attorney. He's probably going to be able to get out of this as well too. But still, the end result of this whole thing with Matt Gaetz is his political enemies got a hold of this, and they held on to it, and they put their foot on the gas pedal, and they just pushed and pushed and pushed, and he wound up vacating his seat, and then he was offered the attorney general job by now President Donald J. Trump, and he wound up not being able to take it. Right, so. He appointed him, but he knew he wasn't going to get confirmed, and so he walked away from it. And that's probably the right thing to do, probably the dignified thing to do, but it ruined his political career. This guy's career, this attorney, maybe he's not as much of a public figure as Congressman Matt Gaetz, but still, this is going to hurt. And so what I want you guys to do is this. I want you guys to be particularly careful if you're going to engage a sugar baby for their services. Be really, really careful. Check, double check, triple check, and make sure that you are not engaging someone who's underage in fun bedroom activity. It could ruin your life, ruin your career. It could actually cost your freedom. One person associated with Matt Gaetz, I think it's Greenberg or Greenblatt. I don't remember exactly what it was. He's doing 12 years, man. He's doing 12 years in prison for sex trafficking of a minor. And at the end of the day, did he mean to traffic this minor? His case, I don't know, but I know in these other cases, especially this one right here, this is what went down in this. And so you guys got to be careful. Now you've been warned. Spread the word. Share this video. Like, subscribe. And like I said, I'm trying to put out videos every single day. Again, I was up this morning, even earlier this morning. I was up like 2:15 this morning. Started working, and I think right now it's like 9, 10 o'clock when I'm shooting this video. But I'm going to keep working hard for you guys to try to give you guys some good information, analysis, stories, all the rest of that good stuff. Not just during my time as a licensed private investigator, but some of my bodyguard work here in Florida, as well as for some of the rich and famous when I lived in Hollywood. And some of my private security detail work when I lived overseas. And so the military stuff I'll stay away from just because there's so many people doing that, and the vet bro community is absolutely horrible to each other. And so I just don't even want to get involved in it. So anyway, please like, subscribe, share, comment down in the comment section below. I've got more videos coming on the way. Stay engaged, stay involved, and we've got a lot coming, guys. Thank you so much for being here.